The second scripture reading, the second chapter of Luke, verses 1 through 7. In those days, a decree went out from Emperor Augustus that all the world should be registered. This was the first registration and was taken while Quirinius was governor of Syria. All went to their own towns to be registered. Joseph also went from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to the city of David called Bethlehem, because he was descended from the house and family of David. He went to be registered with Mary, to whom he was engaged and who was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for her to deliver her child, and she gave birth to her firstborn son and wrapped him in bands of cloth and laid him in a manger, because there was no place for them in the inn.
The second element, humanity. The late Dom Hilder Camara, a liberation theologian and a Catholic archbishop from Brazil, once reflected on this scripture, saying, "In parts of the world like ours, we can live this scene for ourselves almost every day, because we are actually living through the drama of the land. Big companies buy up acres of land in the country's interior, and families that have lived there for years and years are then obliged to leave. When they arrive in the cities, Recife, for instance, they look for somewhere to live. Often the wife is pregnant. They end up building miserable hovels, you might say sub-hovels, where no one else wants to live, nearly always in a swamp, and there Christ is born. There is no ox or donkey, but there is a pig, pigs and chickens sometimes. That's the crib, the living crib. At Christmas, naturally, I celebrate Mass in various churches, but I also like to say Mass in one of these living cribs. Why should I go on pilgrimage to Bethlehem, to the historic birthplace of Christ, when I see Christ being born here physically every moment of the day? He's called Joe, Francisco, Antonio, Sebastio, Severino, but he is the Christ. Oh, how blind we are, how deaf we are, how hard it is to grasp that the gospel is still going on.